Hey, what's up, Scorpion? This is the real Ashlyn. I'm doing a video response to your brown skin complex video. This is my take on it, and this is how I found out about the whole brown skin, light skin kind of thing. I pretty much grew up in all majority white neighborhoods. Went to a majority white school pretty much from pre-K, private schools and whatnot, to about 5th grade. And from there, I went to a majority, well, actually an all-black school. I think there was probably within that whole school, and I have a really good memory. I think there was probably about 5 white people in the whole school. And I remember one of which was a teacher that I had, Miss Beasley, social studies, very good memory. Yeah, you know, I remember one guy. I'm not gonna say his name because we're still close to this day. He didn't not know what my name was because down here in DeKalb County, elementary school is from pre-K to about 6th grade, and instead of being from to 5th grade, well, anyway, from pre-K to 6th grade, and mostly all of the kids, they went from all grade levels up with each other. They live in the same neighborhood or whatnot. And, the guy did not know what my name was, so he was like, "Hey, yo, right, light skin, hey, shawty, what's up?" And I hear him talking, but I'm not acknowledging him because I'm thinking that light skin is someone's name. Mind you, this is my first time living in an all black neighborhood too. For example, there was some kid, and I remember it was yesterday. Some kids were yelling "Hey, fathead! Hey, fathead!" And me being a little bit older than them at the time, I think I was 10, and I remember the girl, she was about 8, and the little boy was probably about 4 or something like that, because I remember it was yesterday. I'm like, that's not nice. You shouldn't call him fathead. And then the little boy spoke up, and he was like, "No, that's my name." And I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm just shocked, first of all, because I've never met anyone who would agree upon being called fathead, especially if your mom names it. It's just crazy to me. Anyway, so I'm thinking when he was like, "Hey, yo, light skin, what's up?" I'm thinking that that's somebody's nickname because, obviously, people in this neighborhood have, different nicknames from what I'm accustomed to, hearing or whatever. So he says it, a couple more times, and I'm still looking around trying to figure out, who he's talking to. And oddly enough, it's me and I think 2 other people in the hallway or whatever, and they're just going about their business. So I'm going about my business too. And then he walked up to me, he was like, "Hey, light skin, you didn't hear me talking to you?" And I'm like, "No, because my name's not light skin." And he was like, "But you are." And then I'm like, "No, I'm not." And then he had to explain to me what he was talking about, and I thought it was the dumbest thing that I've ever heard. Mind you, I'm 10, 11 years old right now, and you know what I'm saying. And that was just the little snowflake on the snowball that kind of trickled down to events to come or whatever. And oddly enough, though, from that time on, I was referred to as white girl, light skin, red bone or whatever. And it's just really, really crazy to me. I've never really had that until that time, and since then I get that a lot, and it's just crazy to me because I don't consider myself to be light skinned or anything of that nature. Another thing which people find odd is because I'm actually a little darker from what I would normally be, and people don't believe me when I say this, but I try to make myself darker, and it's not I don't love myself because I do. I might have some insecurities, but my skin color is not one of them. But the thing about it is, though, I think darker skin essentially is beautiful because me being lighter skin, I have a lot of problems with acne and stuff. When I get acne, it shows up a lot quicker. When I get cuts, scrapes, bumps, bruises, I mean, you see that with a person who is has like a darker melon. I don't know like the correct term for that would be. I mean, you wouldn't see that. And like I just think like, you know, darker skin is like it just looks so smooth and whatever. I mean, like you see like and this is another thing that bugs me too. I'm gonna start ranting in a minute. I'm gonna try not to. Like one of my friends and I her name is Vanessa. I think we were in I think like 10th grade or whatever. 10th grade, yeah. We were talking about like, you know, Barbies and it kind of bugged us like, you know, I never really saw a Barbie that looked like me. You have essentially two Barbies. You have like a darker skin Barbie and you have a white Barbie. You don't never really see until like, you know, recently, like the Barbies that, you know, that look like people like me, like lighter skinned people or brown skinned people rather. I mean, like they either make Barbies that are like really really dark skin or they're white. I mean, I think that, you know, like for like people of color, we're kind of discriminated against in more ways than one. And the biggest way that we were discriminated upon is by putting labels on ourselves. And we should stop doing that because it, you know, comes down to our children. As, you know, Kenya has said herself that, you know, she was called these names from not an adult but a peer that was in her class, and that really should not happen. And so, like, I'm going to end it like this. I just think it's crazy. I just think we should love ourselves for who we are, not try to be something that we're not. Because, like, if everybody was the same, I mean, how would the world be good like that? It's, I don't know. Oh, yeah. And another thing. See, you know what I'm saying? See, like, I have a tan. I don't know if, like if you can really see it or not, or whatever. Yeah.